Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we got a little different video. I bought this PS4 a couple weeks ago and it's been sitting here waiting for a nice interior clean and some fresh thermal paste. And as I have many questions about products and how to do certain things, I decided to make a video and show you how to deeply clean a PS4. And for this we're gonna need a microfiber cloth or some paper towel, as you prefer, some cotton buds, a soft brush, also gonna need some isopropyl alcohol, and of course some thermal paste, in this case Arctic Silver MX4. For the tools, a basic set of tools with the tips, and as I lost my new Torx key again, I have to use these multi-Torx keys. Not very practical, but will do the job. Notice the hole in the center of the key. So, without further ado, let's start. Stick around. First, simply slide the shiny part of the PS4. Then undo the Phillips screw and you can remove the hard disk. If possible, use a bolt organizer, it helps really a lot. Next, remove the 4 warranty seals on the back of the PS4 and also remove the 4 screws. Next, you can undo the 2 screws, the 2 Torx screws on the top case. Next, you can remove the bottom plastic case, and in this plastic, lift it from the back to the front with careful. And I start to think that PS4 will be more than a simple clean. Now, you can undo the 5 bolts of the power supply and also have a plug on the side. Next, you can disconnect all the cables on the motherboard. Now, flip the console and remove the top case. In this case, lift from the front to the back, always with care. Next, there is 12 Torx screws all around the metal shield, and then there is 2 Phillips screws holding the metal plate from the cooler. Then you can disconnect the fan and also undo 1 Phillips screws on the other side of the motherboard. After that, we can lift the metal shield and the motherboard. For the bottom shield, there is 3 Phillips screws to undo, and we're done. And as I told you before, I don't know what the hell happened here, but it seems this project is no longer a simply clean. It's so much rust, it's incredible. Next, we can remove the fan. Only 2 Phillips screws to undo. Now, flip the case and you can undo 5 screws to remove the DVD reader and Wi-Fi antenna. And with that done, the disassembly is done. As you can see, we have a lot to clean. I think I may be scammed on this one. It still works, but something really has happened here, so let's crack on. First, let's wash all the plastic and metal parts to see if there is any hidden problems. For the wash, I use hot water, soap and a hard brush. Now, with all the parts cleaned, let's take care of that nasty rust. First, let's sand and remove the most of the rust possible. Next, a couple coats of anti-rust paint. And then a couple coats of metallic grey and we're done. It is now good looking once again. While the paint's still dry, let's clean the rest of the components. First, the motherboard. And for that, first we clean the dust and debris with a soft brush. Next, with cotton buds and some isopropyl alcohol, we can remove the old thermal paste. For the worst parts, we spray some isopropyl alcohol and clean them with a toothbrush. Normally, I also clean all the ports with a toothbrush. A final brush and the motherboard is done. Now, for the power supply, we're gonna open it up to clean the interior. 3 Phillips screws and it's done. First, let's brush all the dust and then with some isopropyl alcohol clean the worst parts. For the power supply itself, we're gonna gently brush all the dust in the front and in the back with some isopropyl alcohol, brush and remove all the residues. And this is done. Now we can reassemble it all together again. Next is a hard drive. Nothing special here. Brush the dust, remove the worst bits with some isopropyl alcohol in the toothbrush, and we're done. For the fan, it's the same process. Brush the dust, isopropyl alcohol all around it, some cotton buds and a big patience. And after a good mess, the fan is now clean. Now moving on to the DVD reader. First, brush all the dust and debris, and we can remove the top shield. And man, even here we got rust. This is for sure the worst PS4 I ever cleaned in my life. Next, we can remove all the connections, 5 Phillips screws to get access to the interior. Brush all the dust with careful. Reassembly and flip it over to remove the bottom mechanism. Here, brush all the dust and take special attention to the lens and the two rollers in the front. Starting for the lens, very gently scrub a cotton bud with some isopropyl alcohol. Next, we can remove the two rollers and clean it also with isopropyl alcohol, of course. For the final, it's reassemble all again, we're done, the cleaning is finished. If you wanna go a little bit further, normally in this shiny part I give a little polisher with a car polishing paste. It looks a little bit better in the end. And finally the paint is fully dry. As you can see, I paint the top and bottom shield. I also paint the DVD reader shield and also the fan and the two pieces from the top plastic case. And with all that, it's time to reassemble it back together again. Of course, don't forget to apply some fresh thermal paste. On the metal shield, there is little arrows to help you know the correct places for the bolts. And there you go, a PS4 now clean inside and outside. I think with a little bit of patience, some basic tools and products, you can do a nice deep clean on your PS4 or any other console. If you feel insecure, you can take some photos to guide you through the reassembly process. So, if you have any doubts or suggestions, please let me know in the comment section below. As always, thanks for watching. If you want to see more, please consider subscribe, leave a like, comment and share this video. See you in the next one.